from New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of April 21st through the 27th. I'm Rachel Glue.
And I'm Adeline Hines, topping our newscast this week. Isaac Bear Early College freshmen participate in their digital literacy portfolio sessions. All County High School Dance and Theater Festival held at Minnie Evans. And Murrayville Elementary unveils their buddy bench.
As the school year draws to a close, the freshman students at Isaac Bear Early College have a unique chance to reflect on their work and growth over the course of the year. The top story this week focuses on Isaac Bear's digital literacy portfolio process. This process showcases the progression of freshmen' work and thus far at Isaac Bear. YSN reporter Johan Yellow has the full report.
Freshman students at Isaac Bear Early College had the unique opportunity to reflect on their first year in high school. Each freshman created a digital literacy portfolio which used technology to express how they have grown intellectually and as a person.
The process that we used was called future casting, and the idea behind future casting is digital citizenship through self-awareness. And this portfolio process that we used really integrated not only technology skills, but also helped students connect their goals and their personal aspirations with the academic content here at Isaac Bear Early College High School.
This year, the freshman students had to answer one important question with their digital portfolios. Who are you? They tracked their schoolwork all year to help answer the question. In addition, each student addressed their life outside of school in their portfolio.
Well, I really learned a lot about myself in this process and things I can improve on in the future, and it really just I really got to get a broad view of who I am. It was really nice.
To culminate the project, students had to give a presentation of their answer to who they were to a panel of judges. The judges first read through the digital portfolios before seeing the presentation.
The purpose of this project was to evaluate themselves, and I think that's what they were trying to work on. That's what they accomplished. I talked about the Johari window with one of them, which is knowing who you are through different people as well. It's not just what I think of myself, it's what everyone thinks of me, and it's also what no one thinks of me because it's potential we don't know yet. So by examining all of those things, they were able to see who am I, but then where am I going to go? What am I going to do? So yeah, I just love the whole thing.
The digital portfolio projects were a very reflective experience for the freshman students. As they look back on their past year and the questions they've answered, many students had a new perspective on who they were.
I've learned probably now that I am a leader, and the lady in there brought up a good point about how some leaders don't know they're leaders until like a long process. They have to figure it out, and I figured it out.
During some downtime that I had, I came across this quote that said, how you spend your days is of course how you spend your life. And that changed my viewpoint on both my portfolio and my school time and just my personal time as well. It made me think more critically about how I spend my days because I want to make sure I make them productive and happy so that my life is productive and happy.
Along with helping students reflect on their growth, the digital literacy portfolios help students build confidence and develop important life skills. It was also an excellent way to prepare for senior project and college. Reporting for your school news, this is Johan Yellow.
In other news, New Hanover County Schools dropout number for 2012 and 2013 is 177, not far from the system all-time low of 172. Since 2009-10 school year, New Hanover County Schools has lowered its number of dropouts by more than half. The school system's current dropout rate is 2.29%, which is below the state dropout rate of 2.45%.
We put together a group of high school principals and middle school principals and guidance counselors and social workers and other members of student support services teams along with instructional services folks, and decided we, number one, needed to pay attention to our numbers, which made us pay attention to our students in our schools, which led to the fact that we were able to personalize our numbers as opposed to just looking at bare raw numbers about graduation rates. We were looking at students and what we could do to make sure that those individual students graduated. So developing prescriptive plans for a lot of our students who were at risk of dropping out, I think helped a lot of them. The flexibility that the board gave us in operating with our reduced credit elective diploma also helped.
In addition to an improved dropout rate, the school system total acts of crime and violence number is at a 4-year low of 150 in the 2011-2012 school year. New Hanover County Schools has 165 reported acts of crime and violence. The positive downward trend in reported acts of crime and violence continues since our 4-year high was at one time 190. The number of short-term student disciplinary suspensions also decreased from 4,618 in 2011 and 2012 to 4,089 in 2012 to 2013.
Minnie Evans Arts Center hosted this year's All-County Dance and Theater Festival. Hoggard, Laney, Ashley, and New Hanover each performed a 15 to 30-minute scene or group of scenes for the area middle school drama students. Ashley's honors drama presented vignettes that shed light on the Civil War draft riots in the 1800s, the formation of the ASPCA, and the famous Wilmington 10 trails. New Hanover's dance team took the stage and showed off their routine to the popular song, Music Makes You Lose Control. After they exited, the school's drama troupe performed a scene from the play The Dark at the Top of the Stairs about family conflicts during the early 1920s in a small Oklahoma town. Laney's drama troupe presented an action comedy based around some quirky superheroes, while Hoggard did a couple of scenes from their spring production of Alice in Wonderland. The festival was capped off with Hoggard Laney's dance team performing a routine inspired by The Great Gatsby and the American Society in the 1920s. The festival was a great success and showcased the talent each of schools possesses.
Forest Hills participated in a week-long artist in residency program featuring an international flamenco performance group called Project Olé. Throughout the week, students experienced Spanish culture and the art form of flamenco. When we get a report from YSN reporter Felix Thibodeau.
In what was a great blend of entertainment and education, students at Forest Hills Elementary were introduced to the intricacies of flamenco dance, song, and cultural history. The week-long artist in residency featured a performance group of 2 dancers, a singer and a guitarist. Called Project Olé, students experienced firsthand a taste of Spanish culture.
This is very important because in this school in particular, in Forest Hills Elementary, there is the language immersion classes. So there are a lot of students who are learning about different Latin American cultures, Spanish cultures, and this really connects to all of those curricular activities that they're doing, and it also connects to all the different cultures, and the classrooms are so much more diverse nowadays, so we're really trying to connect this beautiful, amazing art form to the students' lives.
Students were introduced to the rhythms and emotions of flamenco, its origins in southern Spain, and its multicultural influences. During the program, students listened to the castanets. They learned firsthand the footwork of flamenco and the rhythmic hand claps that are unique to the dance. The artists demonstrated dances and songs spanning a range of emotions from joy to sorrow, anger to exuberance. It was an exciting time and a special event for all the students.
I've learned all about flamenco and all about where it comes from, Spain, and I liked it. It was interesting because I'm a cultural gal. I've been learning about the dance, the songs, and more.
The young dancers worked hard to try to express their deepest emotions by using body movements and facial expressions, both key elements in flamenco dancing. As the dancers performed, they clapped their hands and kicked their feet. Flamenco dancing can have many different purposes. For the students at Forest Hills, it was entertaining and fun.
and they're able to really have a concentrated experience. So they're not only getting dancing, they're not only getting language, but they're getting music and social studies and all of these different beautiful, amazing elements in this flamenco residency.
Through dance and music, Project Ole's mission is to bridge cultural differences and share the arts of the Spanish-speaking world. The week of lesson culminated with a school-wide performance for friends and family. Reporting for Your School News, this is Felix Thibodeau.
The Buddy Bench is a place for students to go who feel like they do not have anyone to play with or who may just need a friend while their class is at recess. New Hanover County Schools' first ever Buddy Bench was unveiled at Murrayville Elementary School. 8-year-old Cooper Harrett brought the concept to his school after seeing the story about the Buddy Bench that was being used at other schools across the country. He recently shared his thoughts on the forum with Sheila Evans.
Well, the way it works is a lonely kid could go sit on it and hopefully another kid could see them and they could ask them to play.
Cooper hopes the bench will help other students recognize a student in need and invite them to play or simply to talk. The motivated second grader worked directly with his principal, Azalea Coast Graphics, and the school system maintenance department to prepare the Buddy Bench sign and unveiling ceremony. Cooper hopes the concept will spread across the county.
The New Hanover County Board of Education recently approved the appointment of 2 administrators for New Hanover County Schools. Dr. Julia D. Close Greenwood was named Director of Instructional Services. Formerly, she served a priority schools coach and principal of Murrayville Elementary School. James McAdams has been appointed as the permanent principal for New Hanover High School. As a former principal of Ashley High School and New Hanover, Mr. McAdams recently came out of retirement to accept the position of interim principal at New Hanover High School.
Hoggard High School held their monthly career chat with a panel of speakers from the community who discussed the do's and don'ts of social media. Dr. Bruce McKinney from UNCW talked about the social media etiquette and how universities use social media sites to review applicants. Brett Martin, CEO of Castle Branch, was on hand to discuss his local 140-employee background identification company and how they use social media to check the moral compass of applicants for business around the world that subscribe to their clearinghouse. Both men told the students that sites like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn allow employers and colleges to get a glimpse of their future employees and students and learn something about them outside the confines of a resume or an application. In fact, the statistics are showing more and more students are learning hard lessons about how their online presence is affecting an admissions office view of its future residents.
Now, when your school news continues, Cree Rassen is here with this week's exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up, Ogden first graders presented a program entitled Our Global Address, and we'll learn all about it.
This is your school news on cable and online. Don't away, we'll be right back.
Shelters are the best places to find a new pet.
What a perfectly beautiful little lady.
That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals.
Cute little rascal.
Eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet.
Oh, ladies first.
Be that person. Adopt.
This is living.
Hey, kid. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to Your School News. All this month, our B block is devoting to make Earth Day every day.
For more than 40 years, Earth Day, April 22nd, has been a powerful focal point for inspiring and mobilizing individuals and organizations worldwide to demonstrate their commitment to environmental protection and sustainability.
During the month, we are celebrating and explaining the many ways to help the Earth, and all year long, through a billion act of green, people each day are taking small steps in their homes, school, and businesses to make Earth Day every day.
Water conservation has become an urgent priority throughout North America, even in areas where water seems abundant. municipal sewer systems can become overloaded with water flow, spilling overflow into local watersheds, lakes, and rivers. In the summer of 2011, over 40 states initiated water conservation measures due to climate-related water shortages. It has become apparent that water conservation will remain a priority in the years ahead. This week, as part of our Earth Day Everyday series, we present a special report on some money-saving tips on good water management.
So a couple things that people can do at home just to be a little bit more conscientious of their water use. We have certain water efficient devices now. A lot of the older homes, which you'll find in Wilmington, if they haven't been retrofitted, one of the biggest water wasters in the home is your toilet. And there's different things that you can do that are simple and relatively inexpensive that can have a fairly large impact on your overall water use. One of the things that we've got was actually developed here locally, and this is called a float booster. This is for the old style toilets that have the ball valve in the back of the tank. And this simply, the ball valve would rest on here, and you would simply attach it with this little elastic strap. And this actually prohibits some of the water to fill up the tank all the way. And that's one thing you can use. And another item that's similar is what's called a tank bank. And this is similar to a hot water bottle, it looks like, but you actually fill this with water, and then there's a little hook that you can hang on the inside of the toilet. And what that also does is displaces some of the water in the back of the tank. Staying in the bathroom, another item is a low-flow shower head. These have come a long way over the years. In the past, they restricted water flow somewhat, so people really didn't care for them because they felt like they weren't getting the pressure from their shower. These now you can use up to as little as a gallon a minute now when you take a shower. Simple faucet aerators. A lot of faucets now already have these. They're equipped with it. This is a simple one that goes on the kitchen sink. Your water still comes out, you get plenty of flow. What it does is actually mixes air with it as the water comes through your faucet. It's being mixed with air, and it just seems like you're still getting the same amount of water in the flow, but it's actually because it's mixed with the air bubbles, you're not using quite as much. Again, one of the biggest water wasters in the home are leaky toilets, and sometimes you can have what's called a silent leak. People don't even realize that their toilet is leaking. They make these little dye tablets, and there's 2 in a pack. And what you can do with these is we recommend that you test your toilet maybe at least annually. If you don't have a dye tablet, you can use regular household food coloring. Let it sit for a couple minutes. When you come back, if you've got colored water in the toilet bowl, you've got a leak somewhere between the tank and your bowl. And that's usually a simple fix. It's usually the flappers not getting a tight seal. And then outdoors, simple thing, use a hose nozzle if you're washing your car, doing your gardening. This one is really neat because it's got a lot of different adjustments on it, so it can do all kinds of things. Basically, you're going to use the water only when you're activating the hose nozzle. But certainly we want people to use the water, but just be smart about how you use it, and you can use it more efficiently. It'll end up saving the water, but it also save you money on your bills.
Thank you, Ms. Vlad, for those suggestions. As the need to conserve water in the home has risen, so has the effort of manufacturers who develop water-saving products. For the most part, these new products are inexpensive and simple to install, without requiring plumbers or professional installers. It has never been easier for homeowners to save water, and in most cases, the cost of the water-saving products is returned within months due to savings on water utility bills.
Thanks, Adeline. Join us next week as we continue our series, Earth Day Every Day.
It's now time for this week's lunch bill of fare. Gone are the days of mystery meat and the crabby hairnet-wearing lunch lady.
Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
This week, our lunch menu analyst, Cree Rassin, joined us With the week's school lunch menu, see parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the new Hanover County school system can plan their lunch time options.
Thank you, and welcome to this week's edition of the Lunch Bill Fair. Spring has arrived, and with longer days and warmer weather comes a new crop of fresh produce. 'Tis the perfect season to spring clean your diet, so out with the heavy fall winter fare and in with springtime fruits and veggies. Let's check out this week's menu selections. On Tuesday, April 22nd, your entree choices are steak fajita with Spanish rice or chicken nuggets with a dinner roll. On the side, pasta salad, black bean, and corn salad, broccoli and cheese, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, April 23rd, enjoy either a lasagna roll-up with a breadstick or pork chop sandwich. On the side, potato rounds, a classic garden salad, and pineapple chunks. On Thursday, April 24th, you have two great entree choices, chicken parmesan with a breadstick or barbecue rib sandwich. On the side, sweet potato waffle fries, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, April 25th, your cafeteria serves up a Friday classic popcorn chicken or enjoy either a meatball hoagie. Then on the side will be garden peas, a carrot sticks, a garden salad, and peach crisp. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. This weekend, enjoy blueberries or strawberries in the Power Berry smoothie. Add a little honey to provide sweetness. Remember, it's all about eating right. After the weekend, start the week with either nachos grande or a seafood combo as your entree choices. On the side, you can choose from cornbread, corn, a garden salad, and a frozen fruit cup. April is a great month to point out the importance of antioxidants. Fruits and vegetables are rich in nutrients called antioxidants that are good for your immune system and the rest of you. You should always add more fruit and vegetables of any kind in your diet. The three major antioxidants vitamins are beta-carotene, vitamin C, and vitamin E. You'll find them in colorful fruits and vegetables, especially those with purple, blue, red, orange, and yellow hues. Now taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week, you've got some great selections with some really great sides to choose from throughout the week. Tuesday has two great entree choices, a steak fajita and chicken nuggets to choose from. Then we end the week strong with the classic pork popcorn chicken. Then don't miss those sweet potato waffle fries on the side on Thursday the 24th. That's what's on slate for your lunch at your school's cafeteria, so don't miss any of the nutritious, delicious, and healthy meals. From the newsroom, this is Creed Rasson, reminding you food is a gift and you should be treated respectfully. Back to you.
Thanks, Creed. Don't forget you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now don't go away. Coming up, Ogden first graders presented a program entitled Our Global Address, and we'll learn all about it.
This is your school news on cable and online. Don't away, we'll be right back.
Michael Adams? Here. Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams.
Students who miss 18 days of school in any grade risk falling behind and not graduating. Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today.
Welcome back to your school news. It's time for sports with Russell Harrison.
Welcome to this week's sports segment. We've got baseball, softball, girls soccer, and girls lacrosse all featured in this week's sports. Let's take a look at this week's schedule in baseball. The Hanover Vikings will be staying at home to play against Ashley High School on Tuesday, April 22nd. The Lady Bucks will be at home also welcoming New Hanover Wildcats April 22nd on Tuesday. Now taking a look at this week's softball schedule. The Lady Wildcats softball team will be playing at Laney to face off against the Buccaneers on Tuesday, April 22nd. Ashley Screaming Eagles will be staying at home as they take on the Hanover Vikings April 22nd on Tuesday. Games coming up in this week, girls lacrosse. Hanover girls will be playing at Ashley to play against the Screaming Eagles on Tuesday, April 22nd. The Lady Bucks will also be staying at home as they take on New Hanover Wildcats April 22nd on Tuesday. Finally, we have the girls soccer schedule for the week. New Hanover Wildcats will be playing against the Vikings at Hanover High School on Tuesday, April 22nd. Laney High School will be traveling to play against Dixon High School on Tuesday, April 22nd. Ashley Screaming Eagles will be playing at home against the Topsail Pirates on Tuesday, April 22nd. That's it for sports, but don't go away. Your school news right back.
There are so many fun things we all can do to be healthier, no matter who you are or where you are. So let's move.
Well, here we go.
Let's stretch in the grass.
What a play.
Let's play tag.
Wow, unbelievable.
Let's jump up and down.
Oh, what a way to finish it.
And most of all, let's eat better so that we have the energy we need to play an hour a day, every day.
Anyone can play. Just go to letsmove.gov to learn more.
Welcome back to Your School News. First grade students at Ogden Elementary presented a program called Our Global Address to family and friends after learning about the continental, country, and state and city we live in.
Students learned a range of important ideas and concepts through fun activities.
Fossils, earthquakes, rocks, and recycling were just some of the unique topics Ogden first graders learned about and showcased in their global presentation.
The presentation incorporated cross-curricular language arts, geography, and science lessons.
The fun Our Global Address allowed the students to share all they had learned about things in the environment and city.
Students told their special visitors about changes in weather and in the positions of objects in the day and night sky.
Other students sang about the huge land masses on our planet and named each continent.
The audience was even quizzed on what they learned during the presentation, and the information was all reviewed.
Ogden's fun and entertainment Our Global Address was a great experience for the students and their parents.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. Isaac Bear Early College freshmen participated in digital literacy portfolio sessions. All-County High School Dance and Theater Festival was held at Minnie Evans, and Murrayville Elementary unveiled the county's first ever Buddy Bench.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online, and don't forget to start morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Adeline Hines.
And I'm Rachel Glue. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Have a great week.